Right, so these kind of questions, they basically, you have to understand that these sometimes the pattern will not click you because the patterns can be a little tricky, and due to the nervousness during the exam and with the added pressure, you might not find the correct answer. So, around 15 to 20 seconds you give to this question. Try a couple of things which I'll mention later, but not beyond this, all right? Because beyond this, if you go, it might hamper your speed, and that will be really bad for CSAT. Now, starting with these kind of questions, you have to understand that there is some sort of pattern. It can be a weird one, or but it's usually with respect to these, right? So it's addition, minus, or multiplication and division, obviously in these terms itself. Now, let's go paper wise and question wise of what UPSC has asked us and see how we can apply it. Now, the first question was in 2020. The first question we're going to do is 2022's value of x in this sequence. Now, as soon as you see this, uh, the first thing which struck my mind was into 1 here, or plus 0 here, but plus 0 wouldn't make sense just like that, because over here there's also another term. So it's either going to be minus 10 plus 0 and plus 10, if that's the case, but that is not true because then it'll be 20 here. Okay, so then I thought, okay, 20, this one is 10 into 1, so that's 10. Now 20 and 10, 20 is by 2, so that is also 10. Now, another thing which struck me was 15 into 2, so that's 30. And then that's how I figured out the pattern. So this was relatively easier. Yes, if you're calm enough, you can find it. Now, the second question in the same year was this. Now this one was honestly I couldn't find it, and I had to look up the solution for this question. So this employs, see, I tried doing plus 10 plus, I tried figuring it out with plus addition. It wasn't there wasn't any pattern which was forming, like this 44 here, so I thought maybe there's some pattern, but then I couldn't find one. And then multiplication and division weren't making sense because it's 80 over here, it's 36 here, so like 80 into what will give me 150, right? So there are very few options here, and that's the reason I there wasn't any pattern forming, so I related this multiplication and division. Then I honestly couldn't find the pattern, so I had to look it up, and this was basically the thing. So it's the square and cube of the numbers, the position of the numbers which are present. So this is at the first position, so it's 1 square plus 1 cube, then this is 2 square plus 2 cube, 3 square, and so on. So maybe just keep this one in mind. See, as soon as you go to CSAT, before that, just have a look into these patterns, right? Or just make a sheet where you have these sort of patterns that you can employ when you're trying to solve these kind of questions. Now the next one is 2021's question. Okay, so 2021, this was how it went: 3 2 7 4 3. So now when the patterns are quite abrupt and you see that there's no way that they might form a pattern, then you need to figure out if the odd or even places form a pattern. Now this is what happened here in this case. So 3 2 7 4. Now this seems very weird and very abrupt, right? So that's why I figured that we need to take different equations, different patterns. So this was one pattern, which was 3 7 13 in the odd spaces and in the even spaces, and then it was pretty easy. So Just remember this, that this, if the pattern is very abrupt and if it's a long pattern, then there can be chances of having two patterns in one question. Now, the next question in the same year, 2021, is this one: 2 7 22 67 2 not 2. This one, this particular question. This it's not that bad, like just a little bit of figuring it out and a little bit of analysis, where if you consider, if you like see how it goes. See, sometimes it may click you, sometimes it may not. So as I said earlier, as I mentioned, that take around 15 to 20 seconds, see if things are going right. If not, go move on to the next question. Sometimes it doesn't click, and may come back to the question if you're feeling bored. Let's say you've solved two RCs, and then you feel a bit drained. Then you can come back to this question and think about the pattern. All right. Uh, okay.